Before I came to New Freedom, I was sitting at home and kind of praying, wondering how is it that I had become successful. I'm a homeowner. I own brand new vehicles, married, successful life is good. And I'd realized one of the key components is that I knew a trade. So I got out of prison and I was able to go straight to work, start a tile company, and be successful, make decent money at least. So I knew that was a key component. So I talked to Joe and Kyle, and my ask was, can I come there and teach these guys how to do tile? Because I figured if they can learn how to do tile, that will give them the financial ability to be successful. If they can become a homeowner, own a vehicle, that's kind of the road to success, at least in my mind it was. So I came to New Freedom and I talked to them and asked them, is this a possibility? And it kind of seemed like a outside the box kind of thing. So we weren't really sure if it would fit. But in that process of time, I told my wife, look, you have got to quit at CBI and you've got to go work at New Freedom. We got to be there. I know that I'm going to get a job there. I know this is going to come through, just on faith. So she did. She quit her job and went to work there. And I hadn't heard anything back from Joe or Kyle in a minute. And then I had gotten a call. It was late at night, and it was Kyle Harless. And he said, we decided to give you an opportunity to come here if you're interested. And so I was so excited. I said, yeah. And I got there thinking I'm going to teach a tile class. And my first day, Kyle said, all right, this is a little different than what you thought. You're going to develop a vocational department. So think on maybe not just tile, but maybe something else. What else? So in that process of time, I'm thinking, I don't know really a whole lot about this. I'm going to have to learn a lot. So I spent pretty much every waking moment on trying to learn how to type, trying to learn how to communicate at a higher level, learn programs like Excel or whatever, and started to go back to college to get my bachelor's degree and talk to business owners. I knew a bunch of business owners in the trades, and I knew there was a labor shortage. So I figured this is a win-win for everybody. The community, the businesses need labor. The community needs successful people entering from prison, and we need some people to come help us teach classes. So that grew from a painting class was where we started. The tile class was probably the hardest one to get off the ground, but is very successful now. Typically has 20 to 30 people in it, and there's a list waiting for people to get in it. The painting class is very successful. We do electrical as well. We do culinary. We do framing now too, and we do welding. On and off, we'll do CDL and roofing, and we do peer support certification in the behavioral health. So when it comes to working at New Freedom, they have that saying, if you can find something you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Always sounded unbelievable to me because in the trades, it's very hard work. So, you're working hard, you're sweating. And I never thought the time would come where I would actually really be doing something I loved and not work a day in my life. But I can truly say working at New Freedom doesn't feel like I've worked a day in my life. I could go in early, stay late, show up on the weekends, go home, sit in my office nonstop, always working something with New Freedom, but it doesn't feel like working because you're just helping individuals be successful. And now I get opportunities to run across some people from the first class, painting class, that are now painters by trade. They own vehicles, they're starting to own painting companies, and they're becoming very successful. Their families are reunited, they're buying homes. So everything I had envisioned from the beginning that was possible is actually now coming to fruition. And it's not just one or two, this is by the hundreds. So New Freedom. It's definitely a move of God. It's definitely a move of God. It's an amazing experience.